Today I'm testing something that probably shouldn't work. Live looping with just an iPhone and an Akai MPK Mini. No laptop, no audio interface. And the question is this actually usable or is it just a toy? Let's find out. This is the whole setup. Seriously, that's it. The Akai with its keys, pads, knobs, my iPhone, and because I have an older Lightning iPhone, I need the Lightning to USB camera adapter. And if you're on the USB-C version, it's actually way easier. You just need the correct cable and maybe a USB-C hub, depending on what you want to connect besides your MIDI keyboard. I keep my system powered up via the extra Lightning port on this adapter because if the phone's battery gets low, this can cause some weird behavior and we definitely don't want that. So compared to my usual Mac, Ableton, plus even hardware synthesizer setup, this is extremely small. And that is the point, trying to get very small and still make good music. All right, let's build a loop from scratch right now. Nothing pre-recorded, everything is played live into the iPhone. That was entirely on the iPhone. I monitored it directly through the internal speakers, very minimal. You could also use some Bluetooth headphones, but this might add some latency. When I played a tight drum groove, I wasn't happy with that. But for just jamming around, the internal speakers are completely fine. Would I take this on stage? Absolutely no. But jamming at home, maybe when I'm traveling, it's absolutely fine. Let's take a look at the hardware and software setup next. I'm connecting the MIDI controller via USB into the adapter and the adapter goes into the iPhone. The Lightning port gets power from an external power source. This could be a power outlet or maybe just a power bank. And I also keep GarageBand very simple for now. A drum track, a bass track and 2 harmony tracks. I'm using the live loops view in GarageBand and it gives you a grid where you can record and trigger your own loops. You record into one cell, this loops, and then you choose the next cell to add another layer. It is obviously not as flexible or deep as Ableton's session view, but for just jamming around or building some simple loops, that's quite nice. In Ableton, I mostly use the pads on the Akai for the clip control, recording, launching, etc. But here, I just tap on the clip on the iPhone. That's so easy. And one additional word to the monitoring. If you're not fine with the internal speakers, you can just add a small audio interface with USB and connect the MPK Mini or your MIDI keyboard. And that way you have standard headphone output and can use your studio headphones, for example, but it adds another piece of gear. But honestly, for just jamming around a bit on the sofa, I'm absolutely fine with the internal speakers. So who is this for? In my opinion, it's mostly a practice or jamming rig, but not really a performance rig you can use on stage. You can sketch some things, you can maybe practice some lines, that's fine, but I would not take this on stage. But actually you don't need to use this on stage. It's so small, you have your phone most likely with you all the time, and this MIDI keyboard fits into every backpack. So if you're traveling somewhere, just put it in your backpack and you're fine to make some music there. A lot of people think their looping problems are gear problems. They're usually not. It is timing, transitions, arrangements, song choice. More gear won't fix that, but it just gives you the next excuse to buy even more gear. So, is this the ultimate minimal looping rig? For practicing, learning, and jamming, yes. For stage use, no. But for me, that is actually completely fine. And if you want to learn 5 skills you need for real life looping, check out this video right here. And please tell me, would you make music with such a minimal setup? So, thanks for watching, see you in the next one, and make more music. Bye.